welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rebel, and yes, we have a stormy morning here in Oklahoma. And also, I am wearing the same sweater I wore the last video. But this is so comfy, and I want to be comfy today because, yay me, I get to go to the hospital and do some tests. So I wanted to be as comfortable as I could because I get to get my boobs squeezed. That's going to be fun. First time I've ever had a mammogram. She said I'm not old enough for one, but since both sides of my family have histories of breast cancer, she wants to start me early. And then I have to have a CT scan just to make sure we don't have no masses popping up anywhere. And a sonogram of my kidney because one of my tests, my blood test or was urine test, it was one of the two that I had done a couple weeks ago. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna start sneezing, go figure. And I have no Kleenexes in this car. Anyways, it might get kind of loud. I have to turn my windshield wipers up. So, anyways, there was the protein in my, it had to be urine. The protein in my urine was high. So they want to check and make sure. Sometimes that can mean there's issues with kidneys, something's going on. There was no blood in the urine. Like before when I had cancer, which I had kidney cancer if you didn't know, when I first started getting testing, I had really high protein in my urine, along with there was traces of blood in my urine because the cancer was taking over the kidney totally at that point. It was my left kidney. So yeah, they're going to do a sonogram just to see if there's anything weird going on with the remaining kidney I have. If not, y'all might have to donate a kidney to me. I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah, so I'm on my way to our local town. Thank God I don't have to like drive an hour to Tulsa. I could do it here in my county. So yeah, and don't worry about me. There's hardly nobody on the road right now. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's just a little past 9 o'clock in the morning. So there's like nobody on the road, which is nice since it is rated and I am going to start sneezing. Editing me is going to have to edit that out because I scratched on my nose and stuff. And like I said, I have no Kleenexes. It's going to start running. It's really going to look good since y'all got like a nasal view of me. Oh, don't you turn red. Don't you turn red. I don't want to slide. Don't you turn red. I have to worry about a person pull it out in front of me more than I need the light turning red. Okay. So we got past that light. And it just now turned yellow, I see. Anyways, got a little bit of wind there. Yeah, they're not bad storms. It's just a stormy morning, which is kind of usual for January. We've actually been warm. I mean, it's still cool enough that I have to wear a sweater, but it's not too cool. It's not as cold as it usually is in January here. So yeah, I just thought I would give y'all an update. I know there was a couple of people saying they wanted to see me vlog more. I hate to tell you, but my life is boring. Other than me going to doctor's appointments or whatever, I don't get out of the house much. I am homebound because of my 2 autistic boys. They are disabled and we just don't get out much with them because Kata can't handle a lot of sensory. And not only that, there's so much germs and flus and stuff going around. I just don't want to risk it. So we don't do much of anything. I'm just sitting at home. So I figured that'd be way too boring for y'all to watch me at home. And I look like crap when I'm at home. I barely run a brush through my hair. So, speaking of hair, this is kind of funny. I don't know why it just hit me this morning when I was blow drying my hair. Normally, I let it air dry if I'm not going to be, working with it, doing pin-up stuff or whatever. And I had to blow dry because it was wet and it's raining. I'm like, well, it's going to probably get wet anyways. But I wanted to go ahead and get it at least semi-dry inside the house. So, yeah, I was blow dried and everything. I got to turn up my starting to rain a little heavier. So blow dried everything, and I got to brushing it, and I did not realize how long my hair had gotten. When I'm at home, it's either in a braid or I've just got it pulled back in a ponytail. I don't have it usually down like this at all, except for when I do videos with y'all. But it didn't dawn on me how long it was until this morning, especially when I didn't have my shirt on yet. I just had my little sports bra on, and of course my pants and stuff, but I didn't put on my shirt just yet because I wanted to do my makeup real quick before I put my shirt on. And yeah, I was feeling it touch like the top part of my butt. I'm like, what in the world is that? And I'm all like, the crap is that? I thought, I just didn't know what it was, and I finally reached around to see what was going on. It's my hair. My hair has gotten now almost to my butt level, or at least where my pants hit. So, is that stupid? I just don't pay attention. Like I said, just as soon as I get out of the shower, it dries a little bit. I just braid it. Just put it in a braid back behind me and don't really pay a lot of attention to it. And when I'm doing pin-up, I usually do a lot of updos or stuff like that, so I just don't notice the length of it at that time. So yeah, I just thought y'all would like that silly story. So we are in the town of Pryor, Oklahoma. So this is not the town I live in. This is like our main town for our county because it has the courthouse and stuff here. So now I get a red light. So yeah, that's what's going on this morning. This is Wednesday. On top of that, Kaden had a doctor's appointment, but it's like a video call, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So Billy's going to have to do that video call with his doctor. It's his neuro doctor, just to check up, just to see how he's doing and everything. And so that's happening at like 11 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure I'll be still doing tests, because they're not going to start testing until 10 o'clock, I think that's what they said. But they wanted me there early to do paperwork, crap like that they have to do. God, I wish I could eat McDonald's. I want a sausage and biscuit. There's a McDonald's right over here, so I'm like, I want a sausage and biscuit. But I've been doing really good. I've been on a diet since New Year's Day. I'm like, I've had it, I'm too fat, I gotta do something. So I've been on a diet, and I got a no from my doctor last week. She, I'll just come out and say, the week before when I went in for my test, my blood work and stuff, I was weighing 312. And last week when I went in, a week later, it was exactly a week later, there's a little bit of ponding. Exactly a week later, went in, and I was down to 300 pounds. So I lost around 12 pounds in a week, and she got on to me about that. And she's like, she said it's a good thing, but she said it's not a good thing. You're doing it too fast. And then she asked me, how I was doing it. And I did this a while back whenever I was getting to do nitro, because I had to drop some pounds really quick to fit in this dress I wanted to wear. So I just cut my calories way down. I was doing 100 and below every 24 hours. So I would fast for 24 hours and then I'd eat. And that's what I've been doing, is fasting. And she said the fasting is good. She said some people, their metabolism handles the fasting better than others, so you just kind of have to see. But she said if you're able to do it every 24, she said stick to it. But she said my calorie, I increased it because I wasn't feeling good that 3 weeks that I was crash dieting. So I upped my calorie intake on that meal that I do eat once a day to 300 calories. And she said that's still way too low. And she said it will work, at the beginning like it is for you right now. But she said what's going to happen is if I kept on, my body would go into starvation mode, and then I would start storing the fat instead of getting rid of the fat. So yeah, so she told me I need to try to at least eat 1,000 calories a day because of my height and everything. So I upped it. I'm not really doing every day at 1,000, but I am let myself cheat some. Like Caden 2 days ago made brownies. I had a brownie the day that we made them. So I am letting myself, you know, eat some sometimes, but I'm still trying to keep. Really? Okay, I thought this guy was pulling out. Like, really? But of course, when I'm about there, it really starts raining. That's about right. Go figure. But yeah, that's what's going on. So this will be my accountability video. Since I, you know, like put this out there that I'm dieting, this will keep me on the straight and narrow, and hopefully, like she said, I need to lose it in moderation, and I agree. She also said, you know, if it doesn't work and I'm just not getting nowhere, I have two options. One is a shot that it's actually a diabetic drug, but she said it's been proven in many studies, and that's why the FDA has released it for weight loss. But the damn shot is $400, and that's for I think it's a 4-month supply. And I do the shot once a week, and I have to do it myself, which that would be an issue. I would have a problem with that. But the $400, insurance won't pay for that. She said a lot of insurances won't cover that. So you're out of pocket for that one if you want to do that route. But she said my insurance would cover the bariatric surgery, and I don't want to really go that route. I want to lose weight, but I don't want to go that route. That's a little too invasive. I don't want no more surgeries. So, I mean, if it came down to it and I had to lose the weight and I just wasn't working with anything I was trying, I would first do the shot and try the shot first. And if that, you know, wasn't successful, then we might put that surgery out on the table. But it's kind of funny how, you know, insurances won't pay for a shot, you know, something that's not invasive, over a surgery that is very invasive, that costs way more than what that shot would cost. So, and it's just kind of funny how they do stuff like that. But yeah, we're getting there. We are like a couple of blocks away. I gotta turn on my windshield wipers more because it started raining again harder. Go figure. When I'm about there, it starts raining like hell. I gotta find my exit here. My entrance. I want to get down. I don't even want to go in. I want to find the exit to get out. So, here it is. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bitty hospital. It's like nothing big or major. It's just kind of a county hospital. And it's not a bad hospital. I don't have no complaints. The times I've been here for ER, the testing and stuff, they're pretty good here. So let's find a parking spot. I doubt I can find one up close. Oh, that's a speed bump. You don't like those? Not in these small little cars. Yeah, these are all handicapped. So I'll just go park right over here. So let's just wiggle on in here. I'm gonna have a little ways to walk to the door, but not too bad. See where I'm at. I'm gonna hit the curb, it's pretty high. So let's turn everything off. Lights off, car off. Can you hear the rain? Something about being inside of a car when it's raining, I just love the sound of, I guess, the rain hitting the metal on the car. So, yeah, get this done and over with. Make sure I got everything with me. Had to get a new license, and it looks really weird. I won't show you exactly, because it's got all my info on it. And I know maybe some of y'all would do nothing, but, you know, you gotta be safe. Got my wallet. Don't you love my wallet? I've had this thing for, geez, 6 years, 7 years, and it's still doing good. And I got this thing at Dollar General, of all places. And then my purse. Everybody comments on my, like, Sophia purse. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But it's got the faux leather straps and top, and it's the little bucket purse, and it's got the check I've had this thing now for 5 or 6 years too, and I don't know how I haven't worn this thing out, because I carry this a lot. Everywhere I go, usually I carry this little purse. I have, well, you know, you've seen my hauls. I have a ton of purses, but I prefer that one for right now. So, you want to, I don't know if you could see the hospital through the back window of my car. There's the hospital. It's kind of hard to see. And there's the entrance. So I gotta run over there real quick. So yeah, I won't be able to take any, I guess I can hold y'all up, hell. I won't be able to take no video inside, I'm sure. But when I get done, I'll let you know how the boob squeezing goes. I'm sure it's not going to be very pleasant, especially since my TMI here. So if y'all ain't into it, you better mute me or turn me off. But I am very close to Airflow coming, and anytime Airflow comes, I don't know if any of you girls are like me, but, oh, covered you up, sorry. But my boobies get really sore right before, and they are so sore and tender right now. And I'm like, great, this is a perfect time for that to be happening when I'm about to get this done. So hopefully it won't be too bad. And I hate the CT scan, by the way. I absolutely hate the CT, and I'll tell you more about it when I get done. I hate it. So I need to go in. I got 4 minutes to go inside. So yeah, I'll tell you about it in a little bit. Wish me luck. Okay, so I'm back. Testing is all done. Got that crap over with. Where's my wristband? Hide it. It's got all my info on it. But anyways, the mammogram wasn't as bad as I was anticipating it was going to be. My boobs are a little sore, I will admit that, but it wasn't that bad. The lady that done it was, you know, super nice, showed me everything that was going to happen, because since that was my first one. CT sucked as always. It's only like my, what, 5th or 6th one, so y'all can just tell me to suck it up, Buttercup, because I've had these done. But I don't like them. I don't like that when that contrast gets shot into your arm, and I don't like that. So, but all that's done. The sonogram is just a sonogram. There was nothing to it other than, you know, the pressure they have to put, but that's no big deal. I think that the sonogram probably hurt worse than the mammogram did, but it wasn't painful like I've had before. But yep, that was it. So I just wanted to update. So yeah, like I said, I don't like the CT. I was going to tell you all about that. So if you've never had a CT scan, you go inside this like donut. If you could picture a giant donut. You lay on a bed in front of the donut. They raise the bed up, and you kind of go in and out of this donut. Like donut hole kind of thing. That's about the way it is, the way it looks. But before you do that, you have to get an IV in your hand, in your arm, wherever. They put it in my arm up here, or in my elbow. They always put it in my elbow right there. So they did the little shot thing, and so what they'll do is they'll have you lay down. You at least get a pillow for your head and under your legs, because they kind of want your legs be level, I guess, or kind of propped up, because they were doing the abdomen CT scan on me. So they take you through it several times, and what it does is the machine will tell you, like, when it starts to do its thing, the magnetic part, I guess. There's like a little window once you go inside the donut, and you can see this metal thing spinning inside of the donut. So whenever it starts doing that, the machine tells you to hold your breath, and then they take you into the donut, and then you have to hold your breath the entire time, pull you out. It's maybe 10 seconds in and out. They do that a couple of times, and then you'll hear the machine click on. I mean, you'll see it spinning, and it'll be kind of quiet. Well, then all of a sudden, you'll really hear that thing, like, the motor takes off. And when you hear that motor take off, or at least the experiences I had, you know that they're pushing in that stuff. And just as soon as that dye, contrast, whatever goes in, they wait a few seconds, and then they push you through. And just as soon, I guess, as that magnetic, whatever that thing is, just as soon as it like hits you. Oh my gosh, like every time I do this, I feel like I'm going to pee. And there has been, I don't know, TMI again, there has been one time, the first time I'd done a CT, I was sick and everything too, but I did pee a little on myself during that, and I was so embarrassed. But they said that's normal, that it could happen, that it causes you to kind of lose control of things. They've had people poo on themselves, pee on themselves, but it's just the strangest feeling, and you feel it like right at your groin area, and then it goes up, like up into your chest, and it makes my chest race. I don't know if it's just, I anticipate, I know it's going to happen. I don't like it, so it gets my heart fluttering, and I don't like them. They're just weird. I know there's probably some people that's not like, they're not that bad, you little whitey bitch. But I just do not like them, so, and I'm going to start darn, I won't be able to edit that. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to pop it all together and just post it, because the internet, by the way, is still screwed up. I have not received a call. Nobody's come out. So I guess I'm going to get on the ball, call the company again, and say, look, a worker didn't show up or nothing. Didn't call me. So anyways, I wanted to, like, that's why we're not moving right now. I wanted to get the videos together and just post them while I'm driving. So, but I didn't realize I was going to start sneezing. So, y'all should know. I should know already. I'm going to start sneezing. But yeah, that's my whole thing about that CT. That's probably the worst test I've done so far, has been the CT scans. So I can imagine what an MRI is like. But, yeah, so, and it started to rain heavy again. At least it wasn't raining when I came out to the car. But now it is, so go figure. But anyways, yeah, this is just a quick update. A little vlog of me out on a rainy, stormy day. In June, I started saying June, really? In January, stupid. It's January. It's the 19th of January, not June. Really? Maybe that stuff made me lose my mind a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, that is it. I don't think there's anything else. I just, now you have to sit around and wait for results, and I hate the waiting. Because, you know, the first time I had a CT done, it wasn't even for finding kidney cancer. It was, they wanted to look at my gallbladder to see if it had ruptured. That's why I was in this hospital to begin with, was I was having severe pain on the right side, and it was my gallbladder. I was having an attack. So they just did the CT to see what was up with my gallbladder. Then they found the mass on my kidney, which all in all was actually a real blessing in disguise that all that happened the way it did, because I definitely wouldn't be here today if that wasn't caught when it was caught, because it was growing so fast and the type that it was. The doctor told me, well, anyways, it's certain type, it grows fast, and within a, they found it in the middle of December. It was around December the 10th, I believe, or the 11th. By the time I had my surgery, February the 21st, it had went from walnut in December to the size of a softball in February. And it was already outside the kidney, attaching to tissue, and so I don't know if I would even made it that year, you know, as fast as it grew. And the pain I started feeling afterwards, I don't know if it was just mentally, because I knew that I had a mass, and I named it Marty the Mass. I didn't know if it's because I knew Marty was there. It's psychologically, that was like, oh, it's cancer, you're hurting. I don't know if it's that or if it actually was hurting. A lot of people I've talked to, they think it, or the doctors, nurses said it probably was starting to hurt since it was coming outside of the organ. So I was feeling pain then. So like I said, I don't even know if I would even made it to 2019 if it wasn't for the CT scan I got here over the gallbladder. So yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't like doing tests. Like, I'm afraid that these tests are going to find something, and I got to go through this stuff again. But you know what? We're going to stay positive. I'm not going to try to think like a negative Nancy. But anyways, tomorrow I'm going to the heart doctor. Just right over there, actually. I don't know if I'll vlog that, but I'm going to the heart doctor just to check up, just to see how I'm doing, because it's been 6 months since the last checkup. Actually, my heart's been doing pretty good. I better knock on wood, but it's been doing pretty good. So maybe, you know, that's over with, that's fixed itself, and I'll be okay from now on, I hope. But I'm gonna go ahead and sneeze, I guess. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Anyways, I know it was kind of a rambly little video, but thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for listening to me ramble about petty shit. I guess it's petty shit. But yeah, just keep our fingers crossed, prayers that nothing is seen on these tests, because I don't want to go through it again. But yeah, so anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys really soon. Love you all. Bye.